Is it a family one?
Yes, it came from my great-grandmother to my mum, to my nana, then my mum, and then it's passed down.
When do you think it was made?
I haven't got a clue.
Come on, have a go.
Great.
Art Deco jewellery represents a fundamental break with Victorian and Edwardian sentiment. The geometric precision here, around brilliant stones set in platinum, is characteristic of the London West End workshops of the late 1920s. The modern brilliant cut had only been standardised in 1919, making pieces like this among the first to adopt what is now the world's most popular diamond form. Platinum's resistance to corrosion means the setting looks today almost exactly as it did when it was made.
That this is a really substantially good, valuable object. If there's a chance of putting a name to it, a maker, then that would add to it even more. But you have to brace yourself, strap yourself into the seat, because we've got a really, really good one here. And if you went into a West End shop to buy such an object again, I think it's possible that they would ask you £12,000 for it.
Good God. Dear me, I didn't think it was that bad. We didn't think these were diamonds.
No, well, they are diamonds. They're all diamonds, and you've got a very valuable brooch.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for bringing it.
And here, this one's got 8 dots. That makes it 1899.
1899.
And that is, that makes sense, because that's quite early.
Charlie Baldwin joined the Royal Worcester factory in the 1880s and spent his entire working life there, becoming the factory's most celebrated animal painter. His distinctive rendering of swans, the luminescent plumage, the weight of the neck, was admired to the point where later Worcester decorators were forbidden from attempting the subject while Baldwin was still employed. Examples signed by him at auction consistently command a substantial premium over unsigned Worcester pieces of the same period and quality.
So we're going to look at, say, £15,000, perhaps even £20,000.
You've watched hundreds of these moments. The ordinary object. The jaw-dropping value. But here's the question we never ask: what's sitting in your home? You don't have to wait for the roadshow to come to your town. In seconds, Velco tells you what it is, when it was made, and what it could be worth. It's like having the roadshow in your pocket. Open the App Store and search Velco. VELQO. Or point your phone at the screen. You might be sitting on a fortune.
I've had it forever, as long as I've been around, and as far as I know, it's been in the house in which I live, in which my family has lived for 200 odd years. Right. So that's all I know about it. It seems
Dutch and Flemish cabinet makers were the dominant exporters of fine furniture to Britain in the early 18th century. Concealed compartments, drawers triggered by finger pressure on a moulding, were a standard feature of high-quality continental work, a discreet mark of craft that the owner was expected to discover for themselves. That this secret survived 2 centuries in a British family, apparently forgotten almost immediately after delivery, is itself a kind of history.
they valued it at £12,000, which seemed to me an extraordinarily high figure, but I don't really know what I'm looking at. So that's what it was.
It does seem an awful lot of money, doesn't it, for what is essentially just a side table and a bit scratched.
Right.
Well, I think that today, for your insurance policy, you should insure it for £30,000.
Anyway, that's as it was, totally original. And you've got a checkerboard top which you lift off, backgammon underneath, and if you wanted to play ordinary cards, there it is, a multi-purpose table.
I thought it was good that hadn't been moth-eaten or anything.
The Duke of Wellington maintained large households at Apsley House in London and Stratfield Say in Hampshire, and was known for his loyalty to long-serving staff, often marking a marriage or retirement with gifts of silver, furniture, or plate. A Sheraton games table would have been a considered choice. At the peak of its fashion in the 1780s, a piece with marquetry veneers and a reversible backgammon top cost what a craftsman might earn in a year. This was not casual entertaining furniture. This was an honour.
By insurance. And for insurance purposes, it's £8,500.
Wellington died at Walmer Castle in Kent in September 1852. Apsley House, the London residence where he received monarchs and heads of state for 40 years, is now managed by English Heritage and open to the public. The Wellington collection there includes over 1,000 pieces of silver plate, most of it presented by grateful allies and sovereigns. Very little of what Wellington gave away ever left the families who received it. Until now.
Yes. I mean, all the right sort of ingredients are there. You've mentioned what the principal stone is there. They're interesting, you know, because they're not always fantastic.
Colombian emeralds from the Muso and Chiva mines have commanded a premium for 5 centuries. Their chromium-rich color is chemically distinct from stones mined elsewhere, and even experienced dealers can tell the difference at a glance. The transition from yellow gold to platinum mounts in fine jewelry happened around 1900 to 1905, and this pendant captures the moment exactly: platinum face, gold reverse. By 1910, that gold backing had all but disappeared from workshop practice across Europe.
I think if this was being sold in auction, it's going to make something in the region of £3,500.
That's lovely. That's lovely. It belongs to my daughter, so she...
Royal household chefs in the late Victorian era occupied a unique position, present at the tables where emperors and presidents dined, discreet enough to receive gifts without ceremony. The years around 1905 were the height of Edwardian royal entertaining at Sandringham and Balmoral, when Edward VII received the Tsar, the Kaiser, and the King of Portugal in rapid succession, and the exchange of gifts between households was a matter of diplomatic routine. This pendant is one of those gifts. It was never meant to be seen at Antiques Roadshow. You've watched hundreds of these moments. The ordinary object. The jaw-dropping value. But here's the question we never ask: what's sitting in your home? You don't have to wait for the roadshow to come to your town. In seconds, Velco tells you what it is, when it was made, and what it could be worth. It's like having the roadshow in your pocket. Open the App Store and search Velco. VELQO. Or point your phone at the screen. You might be sitting on a fortune.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next. And there are plenty more incredible appraisals waiting for you on the channel. Go check them out.